All right, let's move on. More realities coming for you. 95% of all vehicles in the USA have automatic transmissions. Now, why would I explain that? Why does it even matter? In Europe and Scandinavia and Asia, you get 10 to 15, 20% of vehicles that have automatic transmissions. The others have stick shifts. When you have a stick shift vehicle, the driver is much more involved and into the driving process. It's a lot more difficult to drive distracted when you've got a stick shift vehicle. So again, North America has a fairly unique problem for this. And again, 9.5 of every 10 vehicles out there, very, very easy for a driver to be distracted if they're not disciplined. And again, new technology is causing some issues now. 2010, when smartphones started to become more common, driving experts, myself included, said this is going to be a game changer for distracted driving crashes. And sure enough, the stats are now out. We've had the first 3-year increase in reported collisions and crashes in 20 years. And another point related to smartphone use by drivers, incidents of vehicles hitting cyclists and pedestrians are on a major increase since 2011. Another problem for new drivers is the distraction caused by operating vehicle infotainment systems and other electronic devices, whether by hand or voice while driving. We've got cars now being sold with Wi-Fi connectivity. And unfortunately, some of the adverts that I'm seeing on television that say basically keep you connected on the road with your Wi-Fi, that's a really poor choice of words. In my opinion, there is never a need for someone driving to be Wi-Fi connected. And this is especially true for new drivers. And we have to talk about the insurance companies. And again, insurance companies do a good business. They're great companies. We need insurance companies. As a traffic safety expert, I need to talk about what I see on the TV in these adverts. They use the word accident. Traffic safety experts don't. And again, it's just that side of accident, like, oh, I couldn't help it. We've seen things like they came from nowhere. They use the word blindsided in some of these ads. It should not be happening. If somebody came from nowhere, it meant the driver was not paying attention, because 99% of the time you can see where people are coming from. Again, there's one advert out there that talks about parallel parking. Somebody says it's only a matter of time until you rip some guy's bumper off. So you've got two choices: get our insurance or take the bus. How about practice? Nobody mentioned practice. If you can't parallel park, go practice. You don't have to get the insurance or take the bus. Another one I heard was a T-boned by a minivan. And then we've got accident forgiveness. So if you get T-boned by a minivan, you've got accident forgiveness. Do you know how many people don't survive the first accident? And let me tell you, you get T-boned by a minivan, unless you're in a tank, you're going to feel it. You should not be hearing the word accident in these ads. It sends the wrong message. They are collisions and crashes, and they are not happening by chance. They're not meant to be. Most of them are preventable. Thousands are dying and millions are being injured every year, and it's getting worse, not better.